what's up guys, it's SillyBubba, and today we're going to be playing a game called Prison Architect. Now the aim of this game is to basically build a prison, sustain some prisoners for a period of time, and make sure those prisoners are happy and look at their needs using different people and bureaucracy, and just do things like that and sustain a prison like you would in real life. So, first off, to get started, we're going to close prison intake because of course we are not ready for a prison. So if we click down here, go to prisoners, and then turn normal risk prisoners to intake to closed. So to start off with, I'm going to go to grants. I'm going to select these two grants with the basic detention center and administration center, and this basic detention center will give us $20,000 to complete it and $5,000 to complete it, and if we complete it, then they will combine give us a total of $15,000. So we'll start off with let's go administration center. So down here there's a little HUD, and we can click here and go to planning on the walls. Now I don't know if you guys can hear my mouse, but if you can, I'm sorry because it's pretty loud. Anyway, so basically these offices have to be 4x4, so if you look over here you can say build 2 offices. So we're going to build them. So if we make it 5x5 and then 1 space for a wall, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be 11, should be 2, 5. Okay, so that should be the right distance, which means that should, alright, get rid of that. I'm going to close that off. Let's do that. Then we'll have a 2-space hallway and get rid of that. So they can be our offices. Hire a warden, that should be a piece of cake. Okay, so what we're going to do behind here, we're going to need a utilities room. So I believe a power station is 3x3 plus capacitors would be 4x4, 5x5. So 5x5 plus 3x3. So let's go. We go 5x5, and we have the 2 pathways. 7, 8, 9. Let's go the same distance as the last room. Okay, and now we can go for objects. We can have. So a ring of capacitors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom, boom. And we should have enough space. You know what? We're going to increase this by just. Whoops. There we go. We're going to increase this by 1 here, so we can fit in a water pump, just like that. Okay. So now we've got those. So we're going to build foundations for both of those, and I'll just stick to brick. And let's get those foundations up, which leaves us with 53,000. So we can complete administration center after we've built these. All we need here, whack in a staff door in both of those, and let's put one there for the entrance. And since I've pirated this version of Prison Architect, I can't get the audio correctly. So unfortunately, there won't be any audio during this Let's Play. But that should be alright, because I don't even know why. Hopefully you guys don't get bored by my voice, but we'll have to see how we go during the series. Anyway, it looks like our offices have been up and running. And I'm going to dismantle these lights because they are in terrible, terrible positions. And let's get the last one there. So if we go into materials, brick walls, we can add brick walls. And the planning, this is why planning is fantastic, because we can just remove that planning now, and yeah, it should be good. So we'll get in a power station, bang, and a water pump there. So let's start off with, I think we'll start off with 4 capacitors, just 1 on each side. And the capacitors basically let you, every little light or oven or such that you connect up to the power station, we'll increase this bar down here by a little bit. So the capacitor, basically this gives it more space. So that's the purpose of the capacitor. So you see straight away in utilities that the capacitor is already powering the pump station and lights in that room. So now if we go back to the lights, we have the ones that we dismantled, so we can go one in that office, and let's just go 2 in the hallways directly above. Back to utilities, electrical cable, and we'll run that into there just like that. Okay, so that should nearly give us the grant for, if we get a warden in there, that should basically give us the grant for administration center. So we got a warden, so now we've unlocked bureaucracy. Said finance, so we'll get into that. Okay, so we're making $700 a day and making $2,000 a day, spending about $1,300, which leaves us a profit of approximately $700. Well, not approximately, exactly $700. So we can dismantle those road lights if we ever need to, but I don't think we'll ever become that desperate. We'll speed it up again. And we need to make a holding cell, which has to be 5 by 5 yard, which is 4 by 4. Okay, so let's just make a reasonably big facility over here. So if we move over, let's go down here, I reckon. So if we start about here, make a facility about that big approximately. I think we need a capacity for about 15 prisoners of one of the grants. So if we do that, we can fit a kitchen, holding cell, shower room, and a canteen in there. So bam, we'll get that planning, and we need 15 cells. So the cells have to be 2 by 3, so let's get straight into these in planning. Just like this, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if we have a 2 hallway, and then we can have some more cells here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, just like that. There should be 6, yep. So then if we add, let's see here, if we add some cells here, it should give us a capacity of 14, and we'll just go to finish off the grant. There we go, capacity of 15, if we have done that correctly. So what else do we need? We need we should have unlocked finance here now. Doesn't look like we have. Oh, our warden doesn't have an office. Oh, that's my mistake, guys. Sorry about that, but let me just pop in an office here. I'll grab that. We need 2 filing cabinets, so I'll put them in the corners there. And then 2 office desks, one for the finance officer, just like that. So now, if we put it back to 3 times, sorry about that, put it back to 3 times, that should be fine. Alright. So we need a holding cell, which needs to be 5 by 5, if I remember correctly. Yep, 5 by 5 for a holding cell. Jump back into planning for that. Walls. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have the wall. Make that 6. Oops. There we go. This should be 5 by 5. Yep. So that can be our holding cell. Shower room. And we can make this reasonably big. So if we make that a common room there, I don't think there's any size limit for a common room actually. But I think, where's the common room, there it is. No require size requirements for a common room, but I think a shower room has to be 4 by 4. But if we make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can have, yeah, we'll do 5. We'll do 5 by 10, how about? So if we get rid of that one, we can add some walls in there. And we're going to, let me see, we're going to increase this by 1. Get rid of that, put that in there. And then we'll get one running down the middle for more showers. Okay. So we can put objects around there. Beautiful. So now finance should be working away. And it hasn't. I'm not sure why that is. But that is because I haven't signed these as officers. The mistakes are rolling in one after another. So hopefully that actually decreases during the time of this. And finally, the warden is researching finance. And we are into that. So sorry for those mistakes. But we're up and running now. And we have a shower room. We need a yard, a kitchen, and a canteen. Is the rest we have to build. So kitchens don't have to be that big. If we make the kitchen, so if that can be a common room, we can put a and seal that bit off sort of, and we can have the kitchen canteen facility here. So if we have a kitchen up here, just like that. Kitchen about that big, I reckon. Let's move the door over there and make this canteen facility bigger. Just like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to grab foundations and we're going to go whoop, $12,000 on that facility. So finance has just been unlocked. So now we can get staff and we can get an accountant, which is part of the grant, and we can place her in her office. And boom. We have just completed the grant, $5,000, so we now have to select another grant. Finance, we can look at this and our finances, which I reckon administrator wages, workman wages, $800, taxes, 30%, total. So we gain $560 a day, which we can see up here in green. Programs, grants. So we're going to go for wait for funds. That one's much too long. Health and well-being, education, staff well-being. I'm going to go for staff well-being, I think. Once we complete a basic detention center, we can get cell block 8. Okay, so we'll go for staff well-being. And for this facility, we're definitely going to have a large jail door, just in case a prisoner decides that his lucky day, and he decides to leg it all the way out of our facility and onto this beautiful open road, and off into the bush, where he'll probably die. So let's hope that doesn't happen by putting a large jail door in. So we can now get rid of this planning. No, we can't. That's a really bad idea, actually. But what we can do is get rid of all these lights from going in, because it's quite annoying when they put them in. And we will look up dismantle object. Alright, I've dismantled the objects and I've accidentally dismantled the door, so we'll place that back in quickly. Done it in the wrong position, there it is. Alright, so now we're going to materials and we're going to go to brick wall, and we're going to start building our cells. So let's get here. Boom, boom. And I'll fast forward through this. Alright, we're just coming back now, and I've completed all the walls, and as the builders get to work in day 2, we have nearly completed the basic detention center. All we have to build is basically a yard and assign some of these rooms and place the according objects in those. So we're going to place a staff door in here because there's nothing too dangerous in the kitchen. So It'd be fantastic if our people could get in. And I'm trying to figure out whether we should place a staff door. We'll definitely place the jail door there. And we'll place a jail door as well into a kitchen. Let's see. So our workmen should be getting these deliveries. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. And so I have no idea why that wall is in there, but I can't be bothered to remove it. So it is going to stay in there. Well, it's getting quite dark now, so I'm going to have to place some lights in here. Go one in each cell, just like this. Bang, 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 bang. One in there. I'm not going to place lights there yet because we can do something with that space. Because at the moment, it's pretty useless. Anyway, we're going to run our power all the way down into these cells. Just like this. Through there. Through there. And up through here. So that will get a nice power circuit going there. Power all our lights, and we'll also get a large pipe running down there. Gonna get it through into the shower room, and we need it in the kitchen as well, so pop it in the kitchen there. Rooms, and we'll assign these rooms now. So we need canteen area. This is the canteen area. That is missing serving table, bench, and a table. Cells. I've just deselected that, haven't I? Cells. All of these are in fact cells, so we will do that. And it is getting a bit dark. I'll see if I can increase my brightness for you, but it doesn't look like I can. So you'll have to live with that, unfortunately, until these lights get installed. We don't want an execution room quite yet. We'll place some showers in there. Canteen, we can fix that if we can find the canteen. Which we can. There it is. So that's also canteen, just like that. And then kitchen should be in green, I assume. Which level's kitchen in? Kitchen's in green. Yep, here's kitchen. Just like that. Okay. So we're going to work on a basic detention center. Sorry, and none of these lights seem to have power. Why is that? Doesn't look like we've built electric cables. So what's happening about that? Are they going to come in and build electrical cables in here now? No. We'll cancel that and place that again and see if anything happens this time. They might just not have access to that area. No, they don't have access there. So we're going to have to actually demolish this wall. And, well, that's going to bring us to the end of the episode, guys. So we'll finish this and get back to you next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and stay tuned for more.